Hello and welcome everyone to episode 214 of One Piece at a Time, the One Piece read-through podcast where we read and discuss 5 chapters of the One Piece manga each and every week. I'm your host, Derrick Bittner, and I'm joined by my wonderful co-host and freelance letterer, Brandon Bovia. How you doing, Brandon?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm just ready to get right into this one, man. This is I have been like, these next few, as we, like, the big 1K is just looming upon us right now. And it just feels like every set is just chock full of it.
It's
so much
it doesn't
happening.
feel real that we're almost at 1,000. Like I'm like, oh yeah, we're 4 episodes away from that, and like, wait a second.
Yeah. And it's like, no more movies, no more live action. Like, This is it. We're just running straight through it. And so I feel like I'm starting to get a high off of the momentum just reading these chapters.
Oh, the funny thing for me is that it felt like I had to almost readjust to get back into the manga after covering the live action.
Yeah,
because it felt,
I think that's fair,
so much like the pace was almost so much more breakneck than what we were dealing with the live action, and even that was,
I feel like
stuffing and plenty.
Even compared to previous chapters of the manga, I feel like this set is like fairly fast paced. Yeah,
there is like it honestly probably took 2 or 3 chapters before I was like into its groove again.
Yeah. So, I feel like it's a good way to kind of set the tone, right? Of like, we're starting to see just how many things Oda is juggling and playing with at any one given time, and like, I feel like it's probably the most ever, like at least since like Marineford, maybe. I don't know. Like, it really does feel like, okay, we have all these different things going on at play. Like, let's introduce all of it. Let's get all of these plot lines rolling. And it's just like,
at least you get one group meets up at one point. So there's that.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh gosh. It was. Yeah, that's my one thing that, like, by the end I'm like, I'm okay, back in it. I'm set. But opening, that's one thing I just found myself curious about. I mean, it's going to be fun to go back through this and see how that holds up. Whether I can, us doing it through the podcast, it sort of helps me reevaluate and take in a little bit better what it does, and usually that's the case.
Usually, yeah. I feel like with the amount of details we go into.
True.
Hard not to.
So let's go ahead and get started with chapter 981, Joining the Fight. And right off the bat, got a color spread where Sanji's doing some DJing. Luffy has a vinyl ready with Binks's brew, or Binks's sake, according to this. But I just prefer Binks's brew. It's the alliteration. It's the alliteration.
Yeah. It works.
We got music doesn't have to a universal language and be translated. I never
think speak a universal language. Maybe?
Yeah, something like that. I also like.
Honestly,
oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I love the colors of this one. I've been feeling. Yeah. A lot of the color spreads lately, where we're at, I feel like I've been kind of like, like this is the fairly standard Oda spread, but like just this one conceptually and color wise, the sort of the DJ, sort of the rave, nightclub scene, like it's different, and it's really the blues and oranges work together really well.
Yeah, they do. It's the colors that really do stand out, and again, all the stereo equipment. It's a different vibe from a lot of them.
Yeah.
So
I like the pug next to Usopp. Just
the pug, yeah.
Big old bottle of beer.
I gotta love it. I can't tell, but it almost looks like Nami's wearing her own wanted poster. Just for the pose weirdly, of that character. I think it's dancing, but yeah.
Yeah. Because of the blue, from a distance, I thought it was her outfit from movie 4, which is a weird specific pull, but
I'm amazed you remember that outfit.
Yeah, I only remembered it because of the blue.
Oh, amazing. Well, let's actually get into the chapter itself, where we left off with Kid smashing a poo.
Yeah.
Speaking of music.
It's on site, as they say.
Yes.
Literally the definition of it's on site.
Yes. And it's like, wait, what? Everybody's immediately trying to figure out, it's like, wait, another one of the worst generation? wasn't he supposed to be in prison in Udon? And again, Queen's reactions to all this is so great. He's like, wasn't everything supposed to be just fine? And then back to Babanuki, no problems.
Yeah, no problems here. That's just the gift that keeps on giving. And I love this exchange between we're finally getting Apu and Kid, kind of getting to kind of hash out the differences, like, yeah, you were real proactive about joining our alliance. I should have figured it out right away that you were already an informant for Kaido. It is just, right up in his face. And Apu is just like, did you really think that us teaming up would tip the scales to the point of crushing one of the 4 emperors? Which I feel like is, fairly logical, wake up to the real world. Like, this is alliance between pirates is they're never gonna have a happy ending. So I thought you were already dead. And it's just he gets a slash in, and he's like, right, kid. And he just calls him trash. Which I just love.
That's such an interesting line to me because, what kind of alliance between pirates is ever going to have a happy ending? Because I can think of one that had a terrible ending, and I can think of one that didn't end happily, but it was still a good alliance. And that's, oh gosh, I'm blanking on the original pirate's name that Whitebeard and Kaido and Big Mom all came from.
Rocks.
Rocks. The Rocks pirates obviously ended poorly as an alliance. But then you look at Whitebeard, and he died along with Ace, but everybody was there and willing to put down their lives for this whole crew. So,
I guess it's sort of a weird thing because I feel like with Whitebeard, it is sort of like the Whitebeard pirates is sort of more of like an umbrella with all of these kind of pirate crews under it, as opposed to kind of being on like equal footing.
True,
but I guess it is sort of similar because it is kind of like what. Not dissimilar to what Luffy's got going on right now with the Straw Hat Fleet, where it's like, we will come to your aid. So, like, it's all... Yeah, I think Apu's perspective here is very kind of top-down informed by Kaido's perspective here.
Yeah, which also, like, puts into question, the alliance between Big Mom and Kaido. What's going on with that?
I feel like we get a very clear sense of how they both feel. Like I feel like, well, when we get to that the last chapter, I think it's pretty like the might makes right. Basically, is kind of how they both operate.
Very much so. As they're talking, the minions are like, they're gonna be really hard to take alive. Yeah, kill them. Don't worry about taking them alive. Just kill them. So Killer's like, okay, we got to get out of here, kid, and they're just all of a sudden. Is this guy? Well, I guess he's a numbers. I don't. This Hacha guy just coming out of nowhere, just smacking down the giant spiked bat. Like, my God, where did he come from?
Yeah. This is sort of the whole deal with the numbers. It took me a second to realize the pun because he's numbers. You see the 8 in the background. And Hacha is coming from Hachi, which means 8. But it is also a pun based on his outfit, where because I had remembered the Hacha is sort of their way of like in Japanese is sort of how they spell out like the Bruce Lee. Like
my God!
And that's why he's wearing the tracksuit.
Oh wow. A guy that size doing Bruce Lee noises, that's amazing.
Yeah, and he's even bigger than a giant, so says Kid, which it's a little interesting.
Yeah, he doesn't look that much bigger, and it's interesting that he's just a numbers, but
and it's also hard to kind of get. I'm looking at these pages here. Like it's hard to get a proper sense of scale, I feel like.
yeah, it's definitely tricky with that one. But yeah, of course everybody's getting ready to take out Kid, and that's when Luffy comes up, saves him from a shot, and he's like, "Hey, let's get to the castle." And of course, Kid is just like, "Ugh, this guy." He's just always so angry looking at Luffy.
Yeah, I do love the dynamic though. Where Luffy's like, "I just know you. I just should have known you were gonna cause a scene." And Zoro's like, "You're the last one who should be talking." And the Kid's like, "Same to you, Roro." You just have Killer that they're all idiots,
but still having to do is laugh.
They all share the same brain cell. Like Kid is definitely like the most angry about it, but they're all on the same page.
Yeah. It's very akin to late game Goku, Vegeta, Majin Buu going through the whole spaceship where Goku and Vegeta are doing like rock paper scissors to order who gets to fight a dude.
Yeah.
just that level of confidence. But Apu, we get to figure out, thanks to Killer, how to block his attacks. You cover your ears. As long as you don't hear his attack, you're not going to be affected by it. So, you got to, that's how you take care of it. And I love how Killer explains this, but because they're all covering their ears, they're like, what?
Yeah,
the simplest, but also just best joke.
Yeah, it was very funny because I feel like last time we were talking about the manga, it was like, oh, we might have to kind of look out for Apu. It's like, oh no, we figured it out.
Yeah, block up your ears, you're good.
yeah, and he's seemingly aware of that. Where he's like, oh, dang.
I was like, oh, okay, so effective until you figure it out, and then not really a problem, honestly. Oh well,
yeah.
But yeah, of course everybody's freaking out. It's like a whole gathering of the worst generation here on Onigashima. But hey, a lot of fame for the guy who takes them down. So let's do it. And they're also laughing about the fact that Killer got turned into one of the pleasures, which pisses off Kid. He starts attacking again. So,
which that's a little detail that I actually really like. And we of course we already knew that of the whole like I'll kill. If anybody makes fun of your laugh, I'll kill you. Mm-hmm. And so like you have that sort of just seeing that kind of more like protective side, I guess, of Kid of like hey man, don't make fun of my crew. That he stands on business when it comes to that stuff, which I do think is a nice small little character detail.
Very much so. And interestingly, we have one of the Toby Repo, and I still couldn't tell you his name.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll need to. This is Who's Who. So you.
Oh my god!
You should have said who's this guy.
Yeah, exactly. We could have done a whole who's on first routine with this. Who's who? Yeah. He's who. Who's who? That sort of thing.
Oh, I'm a little. We missed a joke opportunity.
Yes, we did. You explained it too well. How dare?
Yep.
That being said, interestingly, it seems like each of the Toby Repo have their own set of minions to go through because he has like a whole themed group with all masks.
They're all cat themed.
Yeah, they're all cat themed, and they got two women who are basically just Catwoman.
Yeah.
And then the one that makes me laugh, was the old woman.
Yeah,
what's little
that
lady.
about?
I have no idea.
What are you gonna do?
And it's like, hey, you gonna give chase? There's Glory. It's like, it's just a few rats. Focus on getting Yamato and reporting in. We'll do much better by finding him. So don't let Sasaki beat us to it. And he's like, I'm sick of Queen. He wants to kill someone. Well, so do I. It's like, there
we go.
I think that's where you're going to get a lot of the subplots here. So it's just, it's why it feels so busy. It's like, oh God, we have these guys escaping, but the Toby Repo apparently have their own agendas that they're going to be working throughout the whole thing. And
yeah, it's not nearly as simple as just like, oh, we got to take down Kaido's crew kind of one by one, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's I feel like a level of, I don't even know if I say infighting necessarily. Yeah, I guess so. Infighting.
It's a bit of infighting. It's not just like, aha, you have to work through all of my men and work from the weakest to the strongest type thing.
Like, could you imagine how much of a drag this would be if it was like, all right, now you got to go fight every single Toby Repo, and they all are gonna like, like you can't advance unless you beat me, like, and you got to go through all. Yeah, like we're not doing that.
when there's this many characters, that seems like a slog.
Yeah.
Oh boy, but we instead move over to what Big Mom is up to, who's gotten in touch with her family. The ship is fine, and they'll be arriving soon. So, oh good, even more people on here. Great.
It took me a second. I didn't realize what they meant by this the first time I read this. Where like, that's strange. There's no signs of ships at the main port, Big Mom. Port? What do you mean port? Huh? And that's because she doesn't know. Big Mom thinks that the only way to get to Wano is the waterfall.
Oh yeah, so she keeps having her kids.
So that's why they have to. That's why they go up the waterfall.
I was wondering, I was like, are they betraying her somehow because of cutting off the kids or something like that? I was so confused with that line, but yeah, she just doesn't know about a different port. Okay.
Yeah. You don't have to go up the waterfall to get to Wano.
Oh gosh, but then they have what Kinemon's group is up to. They're on the east side of Onigashima. They have not heard of the samurai's approach, so to take advantage of the situation, the plan evolves on the spot. Rather than sending all the samurai to the rear entrance, they split into two groups, and this is Kinemon's group planning to get there and do that pincer attack. What's interesting, though, is it started with a miscalculation. The presence of an expansion not found on the old mansion plans. A lone bridge runs along the waterside where the wisteria bloom, in full view of a newer pleasure hall, which immediately gets Sanji's attention. It's like, oh, yes, crap.
And as the narration continues, this hall belongs to Black Maria of the Tobiropo. And you have the kanji on the front saying woman trouble. And I love Sanji doing like the freaking like Alucard dash into the pleasure hall.
Yes. He's just there. Black Maria, was she the giant woman?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, I had a feeling. So, I mean, she seems the type, so that'll be interesting. But, yeah, Sanji's getting sucked right into the entrance. I was like,
well, we know...
It's going to look
we know
really...
what Sanji's...
Yeah, exactly.
we know what his matchup is.
Oh, no. I do like that Kinemon's like, well, it's going to look really unnatural for 2,000 of us to cross these bridges. Huh.
Fair enough.
So it's like, okay, we're going to, Nami's volunteers like, hey, we'll infiltrate the building too. So we'll make up a team to search for Momonosuke. That's her and Shinobu. And Nami's just like, hey, you're worried sick about him, aren't you? Let us handle it. You focus on the fight. So you got Shinobu, Carrot, and Nami teaming up to go find him. And that's when somebody's coming out of the pleasure hall. And Sanji is just darkened.
Well, I don't think he saw any women in there. I think what he saw was actually much worse.
Yeah, that's for sure. Oh, no. It's like, if there are no women in the pleasure hall, then there certainly won't be any men, so let's go. Basically because of the disturbance with Luffy, he actually did help them because now they don't know that they're coming from his side.
Which is hilarious. It's really... Again, you're talking about all of the different angles we're seeing this operation take place from, and that, the cause and effect of Luffy, getting into all kinds of mayhem inside the castle is, we're actually kind of seeing these infiltration scenes play out, and that they're fairly tense, because of course they're crossing. Keep an eye on the windows of the pleasure hall. It's like if you spot a figure in them, and so. Somebody says,
jump in the water.
Jump into the water, right? And so somebody's saying, I hear lots of noise outside, and you open it. The person who opens the door or the window is a Big Mom. Everybody's gone, and all she sees is poor little Chopper in the tank.
He was freaking out the same way he did the first time he saw it.
The first time.
Which is comedically perfect.
Which is, and I think it's also great because my interpretation of this is I think Sanji saw Big Mom changing.
Yeah, I don't think clock this at first, but when looking at that panel, I think Big Mom's naked.
I think so, actually. It's like you see her in silhouette. She has like her hair done up a couple pages prior, but I guess it's hard to tell. But I think the thing is that I don't think Sanji would react that way if he was just disappointed that there were no women there.
Yeah,
instead which made me think I think he saw a naked Big Mom.
Yeah, fair. Oh my god, that makeup on her too is just whew.
Yeah. Oh my god, I love that Chopper keeps getting put in these situations.
Why does he keep coming across Big Mom? Oh no.
Yeah. Oh, and speaking of Big Mom,
Piran is trying to climb up the falls again, riding all these goldfish or these koi. It's like, why is there no other way into this country? It's crazy.
Which is just there's no other way in.
Yep. It's like it's same thing with his alliance with the Animal Kingdom pirates. It's irrational. So what is Mama thinking? It's like, she decided we follow. So remember. And here's the line that got me intrigued. It's like, alliance. Remember why we're here in the first place? Oh right, because they're after Luffy. Mm-hmm. They want Luffy. And of course, the girl who just, I forget her name, that just made fun of Katakuri. He's like, I don't care about all that. I just want to be Kaido's new favorite.
Exactly. It's just it's fun seeing that they're all not everybody obviously, but they're like, no, we brought on a good big chunk of them, and I love that they they're riding up the waterfall. They're almost there. Like, we're here in Wano. We're gonna take out Straw Hat. Talk about the alliance afterwards. Prepare for battle. Don't be caught unawares, because like Paris Barrow's like, this is exactly where that hateful king was waiting. And they as they're climbing the waterfall, they see something that seems to be a bird. He's like, king, not again. Wait, that's not King. It's Marco.
Yeah, I honestly thought it was King again when I first saw this. Like, oh my god, again, I kept waiting for a betrayal almost already. Yeah. But no, it's instead it's Marco. So the story about the Big Mom Pirates Alliance is true after all, and he just uses his Phoenix brand to knock him back down the damn waterfall.
It's just great. I sort of think this might be Oda's way of saying we have maybe too many characters.
Yeah, we need to hold you guys off for a little bit.
Yeah, at least for a little bit. Like we'll, and it makes for a great running gag too, especially how hard it is to climb the waterfall. I just love the just freaking out face from Paris Barrow is so funny. It's just like, why is Marco here? It's great.
And it's a very intriguing line from Marco too. Is like, the next time you show up, the times may have moved on a bit more than before. So, how long is it going to take him to get back up there? But even more exciting, right. We got it's the time for Cat Viper to show up, and not only that, Izo is here.
We got the whole squad rolling up. Yeah, no, it's like, because I remember you were kind of convinced, like, oh, okay, they tried to get Marco. He's not going to show up.
Yeah, it didn't seem like he was going to show up at all. So it's interesting that he did. So
yeah, all three of them there is going to be a huge help.
Oh yeah, that Marco alone is like a huge turn of the tides. Oh my god,
as one of the strongest people in Whitebeard's crew. Definitely.
I love how he's still like. It's funny how much the glasses add to his character. He just seems even more chill than he was before.
Yeah. I was just like, Marco's super likable. I'm just glad he's here.
He's kind of like one of those old lovable professors that manga sometimes have.
Yeah, he's got that kind of vibe.
Yeah. We do have an SBS though before we move on.
All right.
And first up is regarding page 1's appearance. It was recently discovered in May 2020 that Spinosaurs were amphibious swimmers. Since Odachi is always so busy, I thought I would tell. Wait, in chapter 93 it was already updated to a tail with fins. Hey, come on, when did you see the news? So that Oda shifted the design a little bit. And Oda says, so you noticed it. Indeed, ever since page one first appeared until the return of the story, the fossil part of the Spinosaurus had been found, which changed his bone structure. So I wondered what I should do, but I thought I could sneakily update it without anyone noticing it. Paleontology makes new advances every day. So
wow.
I did not notice that, that's for sure. But
also, dear God, we're in 2020 already.
Yeah. We've hit 2020, which
Lord.
is fascinating that something like that was discovered during the pandemic.
Yeah. I remember thinking at the time, because this was around the time I started reading weekly. I think it might have actually been that previous chapter, because I remember the big mom thing. But I remember finding it funny that, like, Ulti wears a mask.
Yeah. How fitting. That's how appropriately timed. Let's see. Next one is the next member of Straw Hat is actually me. This is from Momo Daifuku. And wait, really? Such confidence. You're only 12 after all. Who's Momo Daifuku? Okay. I don't know who that is. Guess just somebody.
Some random person.
Yeah. Oh boy. Next up is rules are getting harsher all over the world, but I'm very grateful that there's no such thing here. Anyway, can I sniff Nami's used towel? Her Kunoichi outfit is so small I worry about her. And this is of course, this is Sonadachi. And so Oda responds, okay. Yeah, of course. Oda responds, Sanada! Guards, come quick. Why did you let this guy in? I told you not to let guys like him in here, didn't I? It's one of the conditions in your contract. Making perverted remarks is an instant kick out. I'm striving to make this place as pure of content as Hikakin TV. Get the hell out of here, Sonata.
I don't buy it.
No.
Don't believe his lies.
No. That's oh boy. Oda, you are something else.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and move on to chapter 982, Scoundrel meets Scoundrel. And, time to run away from the Navy. And it's kind of cute how Chiffon picks up Beige and the baby. And, what's his name? Picks up
Gotti.
Lola. Yes.
Yeah. It's great. I feel like they're already acted as a family.
Yeah. It kind of works the whole "oh my family" type thing. So you know what? Let's do it. Oh gosh, but here's the confirmation. Hey, it's like Black Maria is not worrying about going after anybody. She's just
it's kind of
cuddling
like,
right up to Kaido.
I'm not interested in the side quest. It makes me wonder how big is Black Maria relative to Kaido. Because I feel like I question. Also can't get a sense of that based on this panel.
Yeah, they're both sitting, so it's really hard to tell.
Yeah, it's tricky.
And he's like, okay, it's our only chance to party. And it's our one chance a year to party and mingle. So, isn't that right, Orochi? It's the best day of the year, which is really funny considering what happens later. It's like, right, Orochi, let's party.
I love these scenes, knowing where this goes, and that it is just like, and sort of the escalation of Orochi's anxiety. Of course, right now he's kind of like, oh yes, the ghost of Kozuki are finally gone. Kanjuro will soon arrive and his 20-year acting role is finished. And so he's ready to just be done with it. And then Kaido's like, I could have killed him without realizing it.
It's too bad, though, if a man who is so utterly trusted claims that Odin never told him anything, then it would seem he gave no hints to a samurai about getting to Laugh Tale, which is also, again, really interesting what Kaido's kind of after.
Hidden in plain sight.
Yeah. That's like, really interesting to reread now because of...
Yeah.
Because it really did seem like Kaido had, other than just building up his might, had no goal. Now we're starting to get a goal, which...
Yes.
I think...
It is starting to make a little bit more sense.
We can talk about it more later, but it definitely feels like this is Oda doing a transition from one villain being the primary target of the first half to let's get this other villain as the primary target in the second half.
I see. Yeah. Because other than, again, like the ending of Act 1, Kaido has kind of been in the background.
Yeah, he's an ongoing threat. He's a problem because of that confrontation with Luffy, but that's about it. So,
it's been much more about building up. I feel like the stakes of the story of Wano and how kind of like Orochi's kind of his reign, his regime as the shogun.
Yeah, that's definitely been a focus. I couldn't tell you much about Kaido, and I still wonder if Oda has dropped the whole for some reason Kaido wants to commit suicide from his introduction a very, very long time ago. So
it was a while ago at this point. Yeah, I was about to say I wouldn't be surprised if he forgot. Actually, I think I might stick with that. I think I'm gonna put that out there and say maybe he forgot.
He might have forgot for a little while.
I don't know if I can commit to that. I'm gonna lean in that direction. Maybe he forgot.
It makes for a very interesting introduction. We'll see how it informs the rest of him.
I do think from the angle of like he's bored is kind of the thing. Like I feel like that is more what he was trying to convey. Maybe
I'm so bored I could die type thing.
Right. But he can't die because he's so strong. So I do feel like there is that almost sort of like thrill seeking aspect. It's not really like emphasized, but there's there are aspects. I don't know. I feel like Kaido's one of those characters you kind of have to look through a lens almost.
Yeah.
Not a lot on the surface. And so you kind of got to take what you can get.
Yeah, it definitely feels that way. But speaking of Chondro, he's arrived way sooner. I did not expect Chondro to get there. I thought he was going to be lost for a while, to be honest.
Yeah, we kind of skipped all over that. It's kind of as you know, he arrives by, you know, kind of killing off a bunch of Kaido's guys, and it's like, yeah, this whole thing has been kind of awkward because it's like they didn't know.
Yeah,
and
nobody knows I'm on your side.
Like, yeah, the Conjure's like, everybody took me for an enemy. So, you know, they all met an untimely end by my weapon. And, of course, he's coming in holding a, like, beaten and bloodied up Momonosuke.
Oh, man. Momonosuke is not looking so good. And
yeah, he's out.
He did his best. He cut his ropes and attempted to escape along the way, so I had to pacify him. And Kaido's look there is very interesting. I'm not sure what's going through his head.
I think that is the look of him realizing that time travel is real.
Oh, okay.
I think that is the look of, that is the same boy I hung from a cliff 20 years ago.
Yeah. I guess that's a good point. But of course, Orochi's all about it. It's like, hey, you did that to the heir of Kozuki, the clan that was your so-called patron. What a man without blood in his veins. And it's like, well, now that my role is over, he is merely some child to me. So, and yeah, as you're right, he's like, I'm stunned. I do remember you were one of the Akazaya 9, and I remember you very well. And so it's like, huh. You look exactly the way you did when I was disappointed you in as the son of Odin. So, yeah, you're right about that. It's like, huh, that's weird.
Yeah. Wow, that sure is an 8-year-old boy from 20 years in the past, and they just toss him on the ground. Even Black Maria is like, oh, the poor little boy, you beaten him bloody. So they're all very nonchalant about this.
Yeah, they are like, he is unfit for the name of Odin, but oh well. Also, I just noticed the serving girl and how the booze bottle is as tall as the serving girl in that panel.
That's so good. I didn't notice that either.
And it's like, you'd think she's like, oh, she's tiny. It's like, no, they're just that big.
Yeah. I mean, you look at a man the size of Kaido, and it's like, yeah, you would probably need a bottle that size just to get him a little. I mean, he looks a little drunk. His facial expressions in some of these, he might be getting a little tipsy.
His default seems to be drunk.
Yeah. He's got kind of that unga bunga look to him.
Yeah. But yeah, Orochi's all ready to raise a toast to Chondro for his good work, and nope. Failed to stop their operation. It's like, but that was your information. It's like, I'm sorry. I've been around Kinemon for many years, but I've never known him to be so thorough.
That's great. That's great. That is, of course, when Orochi's facial expression is just kind of like, oh no, their fleet is coming here. They're here.
And yeah, and then the leader of the ninja, Fukurokuju. Oh god, I hate his name.
Fukurokuju.
Thank you. Him. He's like, hey, there's not a single ship to be seen at the dock, which, they sank them all. But the trio of battleships we have sent out have not returned, and 4 pirates have been sighted on the performance floor outside. Luffy, Zoro, Kid, and Killer. It's quite likely that all the members of these pirate crews have already disembarked on the island. Why didn't you report that? Queen was handling the situation. I thought it better not to disturb the feast. And there are no witness reports of suspicious samurai around. So, our entire concentrated might is here in Onigashima. There's nothing that could possibly happen that will put us in danger. And
moments before disaster.
Yeah, and that's why when Maria's like, here, that's right, drink up. Let me pour for you, my lord. And it's just like he's trying to do his like a little laugh, yeah, ha ha ha. But his hand is shaking so much he cannot hold the bowl straight. It is spilling everywhere.
Just the anxiety is just because he's like, I don't want to hear reassurances and platitudes. Like, I want to report that the samurai are good and dead. And it's like, as we have seen from this man, this entire arc, right? Like, he is so paranoid and so haunted by the, so-called ghosts of Kozuki, right? Like, it really does just feel like all of the bad news is even if they do have the situation kind of relatively under control, it's just like, no, the party has been ruined for him already.
Yeah. And Momonosuke is at least conscious enough to hear that Luffy's on the island, so he's got to hang in there. But he's like, wait, not everyone else? No ships? Kinemon and everyone, are they all right? And Orochi's like, nope, give me the kid. This is the enemy's leader. Time for crucifixion. I'm going to kill the last of the Kozuki right here and bring their history to its miserable end. So
might think he's being figurative when he says arrange a crucifixion. I assure you he's very literal.
Yeah, as soon as he said that, I was like, no, he's going to crucify this child.
He's honestly between this and Yasuye, he's kind of got a thing for it, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, he really does. By checking in, go ahead.
I was gonna say he likes his Jesus figures.
Yeah, that's true. But checking in on the progress of Lal and the rest of the Akazaya 9, they get a report. They hear from Cat Viper that they've arrived. They just climbed the falls, and it's like, of course, Dogstorm's giving him heck. He's like, do you have any idea what date and time it is? The night of the Fire Festival, big battle, just in time for the action. He's like, well, that depends on you. We're already heading to the northernmost point of Onigashima. All right, see you there. He's like, wait, how are you getting here, Cat?
Yeah, that just does not explain anything. Just like, all right, great.
All right. He's the same as always, so just I hope he arrives on time. He's like, and Kiku's just excited to see how much Kitty has grown up like Doggy has. So, but yeah, we gotta. Of course, they're also hoping that Kinemon and Denjiro have made their way around as planned, because we need to all be there so we can fulfill Odin's desire. So stay safe till then, Momonosuke, and we see a ship coming in there, and everybody's sounding good. They're in the middle of the raid, so and he's just like, oh, they call that separate island Onigashima now. Okay, it's interesting. And it's really funny that Marco's like, oh, go figure we showed up at the same time. What was the point of me asking you to send a message to Straw Luffy then? Which is Oda's like, I guess, didn't he end with send a message to Luffy? So it's like, what is that all about? And
right.
It's just like, no, I might be late, but I'll be there eventually. So it's like, oh, it doesn't matter. It was just a hook. Yeah. It's like,
yeah.
I don't know whether Oda had a different idea or what, but it's still kind of funny.
Or maybe just realized he could get them both to arrive at the same time. I feel like that was probably like, oh, I have this great gag to just bully the Big Mom kids even more.
I got to do it.
Yeah. So let's have Marco arrive here.
Yeah. And I like how the Guardians, Cat Viper's men, are pumped up. He's like, wait, the guy who wrecked Zoe was just an officer? Oh boy, we're in for a big fight.
They're all ready. They're pumped. Yeah, that's cute. I just noticed.
Okay.
For a reveal that happens later in the set, and you could see, because we saw in Zoe, right, that Dogstorm and Cat Viper, like, they lost their a hand and an arm to Jack.
Yes.
Yeah, and so
he's
it's
still bandaged up here.
Yeah,
so it's playing close to the chest.
Fun little detail.
Yeah, I do love this interaction. It's like, I'm surprised you got involved, Marco. They say, look, I love Odin, but word from Wano doesn't travel out of the country. I never thought things had gotten this bad. So like, Marco really did just learn that Odin's dead, essentially.
or if that, I think it's more so that, like, that, Kaido's takeover had gotten to the point that it had, I think is probably more. I don't know. The 20 years is a long time.
Yeah, but Cat Viper has some sort of plan in mind. He's very proud of. So we'll see what happens there.
Yeah.
Instead, it's time to move over and check in on Denjiro and see just how brutally effective this man is. Like he's like, yes, Kinemon, you're an effective leader. Like here's Denjiro, who's just on it. Yeah, he's like, he sees Sasaki from the Toby Repo, and he's just like, Kyoshiro, what gives? I heard you weren't coming this year. He's like, yeah, I keep it a secret. You snuck in. What happened to your fancy pompadour? I wouldn't have expected you to slip out of the feast either. It's like, yeah, it's Kaido's kid. He's gone missing. Couldn't have left the island though. Got all the boys looking for him. And that's when he just smoothly puts on chains and chains up Sasaki. So he's out of the picture for now.
All right, there's one Tobiropo done, and then of course he's like, "What's the meaning of this?" And that's when you just got that almost like Yakuza level reveal where Denjiro's like, "Do you know much about Wano's history, Sasaki?" And he just takes off his shirt and reveals the Kosuke crest tattoo on his back. And it's just like, oh. That's so dope.
Yeah, it's pretty sick, honestly.
Yeah, also he's jacked.
Yeah, oh my god, look at those arms. Good god. Denjiro bulked up.
Yeah. Again, it just not. And you thought the face was the only thing that changed.
I know, right? His neck never looked that thick until you saw it from behind that.
Yeah, exactly. That's so funny.
So that's one Tobiropo out of the way with no issue. So
all right, there we go.
This team's all ready to go, and Denjiro's excited. He looks pumped.
Yeah, I also just the way the narration is just like like with one dangerous Tobiropo out of the way, the southern forces split into two like the eastern, bring themselves closer to Kaido, and it's like we have sort of like almost like a pincer attack, right? Like we have both sides of the forces like slowly drawing closer and closer while all this is happening.
Yeah, it's
so really like we're focusing on the build up, which is just really fun.
It's when the clashes finally start happening, it's going to be exciting. I mean, well, speaking of clashes, Big Mom is chasing the tank with Chopper and Usopp in it. She's like, no love lost there. It's like they blast her, doesn't stop her, but she's ready to like. Like, hand over your captain.
It's like the Big Mom has already started fighting. And not only that, we have Kinemon and all the other samurai coming out of the water like, well, at least they, remember to run in the opposite direction. So Big Mom is now the distraction. So like that is just enough time for all the samurai to just, run.
Yeah. I like how our main characters are just serving to let our sub characters, I guess, in some ways, get a little closer to the goal.
Yeah, exactly.
But I also love this reunion as Nami, Carrot, and Shinobu are sneaking into the pleasure house. It's like, that was Big Mom. So what are we supposed to do? And all of a sudden, here comes, it was
Prometheus.
Prometheus. And he's like, it's the woman who kidnapped Zeus, Mama. It's like, oh no.
I love the jump scare. It's just like, I found you. It's just through the door. And of course we have the climate tech rattling with Zeus in there. It's just kind of like, oh. I love, again, that's something we haven't forgotten, right? Like that is like, all right, we're paying off this thing of like, no, we still got beef with this plot line.
I'm so curious how Zeus versus Prometheus might happen. Yeah. I don't know if I feel like Zeus is firmly with Nami at this point. It just feels like, how does that?
We got to hash that out.
Yeah, how is that going to come about? I have no idea.
Yeah. Can Zeus fight Big Mom?
I don't think so. That's the
right.
That's the tricky part.
It makes things a little dangerous.
A little bit. But we go back inside Kaido's castle to see the weirdness of Ulti.
Yes, it dawned on me while I was reading the set that I was like, who does Ulti remind me of? Especially with her like a weird speech style. She reminds me of Power from Chainsaw Man.
Oh no.
Yeah, I think a little less unwashed, but I think very similar personality.
I can kind of see that. I've not read a lot of Chainsaw Man. Ironically, it ended the today as we're recording this. Just the date is a little bit, but that's kind of funny. But she decided to team up with her brother Page One. It's like, and he's just like, don't search somewhere else. Don't tag with me. He's like, are you telling me what to do? And then again, just to switch up to, oh my stars, I just can't go on. And so she jumps on his back.
Yes, jumps on his back and then like rides him down the stairs.
Yes.
Just like, I feel like when we first met Page One, he was pretty intimidating, and now he's just like, a horsey for his big sister.
Pretty much. He's face down in the debris, and she instead comes across Luffy.
Yes. And I love this. Is who the hell are you? No, who are you?
Oh, Luffy's having none of it.
Yeah.
Oh god.
So this will be a good standoff.
Oh
that's a good. I feel like this is a good early fight for Luffy.
What the heck is Ulti capable of?
Yeah.
So again, you can kind of see where I was like, oh my god, there's so much happening. I'm gonna get back into this. It's a lot.
It is a little bit all over the place. Yeah, I feel like as we are starting to get back into the groove, but like, yeah, there's so much happening.
It comes across as feeling a little unfocused at the moment. Not bad, but just unfocused for me to like grasp onto any one thing.
Yeah, I could see that. I feel like I remember having trouble just tracking where all of this is going.
Mm-hmm.
But it will kind of coalesce, I think.
Yeah, I think it coalesces by the end, which is why it's not a huge deal. That being said, we do have another SBS, and this one begins. The introduction of everyone in the Toby Repo in chapter 978 was so cool that I couldn't help but write to you. I'm sure many are asking the same question, but please tell us the height, age, and favorite food of all the Toby Repo. And it was like, oh, okay, I understand. They sure have become a fan favorite, the Toby Repo. I gotta give the people what they want. But please show some love for Queen too. So we have Who's Who, who's 38 and likes crap paella. Okay. I don't know why it's crap paella, but okay. It feels like a reference to Sanji for some reason.
Yeah, I was about to make the same joke.
Black Maria is 29 and likes Mitarashi Dango. Sasaki is 34, loves asparagus. Ulti is 22, loves tornado potatoes. Page 1 is 20, so she's the older sister, and loves nachos. And Drake is 33 and likes chicken rice. The tallest is obviously Black Maria at 820 centimeters.
820 centimeters?
820 centimeters, according to this.
Okay, so I just Googled Kaido's height. He's 710 centimeters.
So she is taller than...
She is taller than Kaido.
Yeah.
That's... Actually, and I just... I found... Actually, hold on. I was about to send you an image. I need to look at it a bit. I don't think there's any spoilers in it. You know what? Just to, I'll crop it because I'm a little paranoid. But okay,
fair enough.
Based on what might just be this like fan image. Okay,
seeing
it relatively, yeah.
Wow, she's
that's nuts.
But she's not as tall as Jack. So that's interesting.
That is, I've gun to my head, I would have thought that Kaido was the tallest guy here.
You would have thought, but he might be the whitest. It's hard to say.
That is also true. He's also just while we're here, Big Mom is also taller than Kaido.
It's funny. He's huge, but not that huge in this case.
Yeah, I guess maybe just because maybe it is like the width that trips me up.
He's.
Yeah.
I mean, he's intimidating every time you see him. So.
Yeah. I really can't believe that Black Maria is taller. I would not have assumed that.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
Very interesting. Let's see. The other question of this set is, in Volume 96, you introduced all the main members of the Roger Pirates, and one character in particular you called Nozdon, but he had already been introduced in Blue Deep data book as Seagull, so now I can only think of him as Seagull. What do I do? Blue Deep, is that? Huh, okay. I thought it was Color Walk, so... Apparently
a Color Walk is the art books.
Oh, so there's data books as well.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, which I really think is literally just like wiki style, just info.
Okay.
The color walks are just like all of like the color spreads and stuff.
I see. Oda responds, "What? Oh, him? Seagull Guns Nose Don, you mean? Yes. Oh dear, you can call him whichever name you prefer, or even forget him outright. It's up to you."
Awesome.
He completely forgot.
Doesn't care.
Full name.
Yeah. I again in a series like One Piece where it feels like it does reward you for paying attention. I love that there's just these things where Oda's like, yeah, man, whatever. I forgot, like, so sue me.
There's a lot to keep track of, so
yes.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and move on to chapter 983, Thunder. And it confirms it. Yep. What is his name?
Pound is alive.
Pound, yes. Pound. I was about to say pudding. It's like, that's not right. Pound is alive. He's slashed up, but he is alive. I swear to God, I thought his, like, and people described his scene again, but for some reason my memory was head lopped off or stabbed through or something like that. Like, it felt so definitive.
It felt in the moment pretty definitive. So,
to the point that I felt like that was more affecting than friggin' Pedro, because Pedro's was so sudden and you're like, oh, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
Swap him, apparently, really, because the guy I thought would survive is dead, and the guy I thought was dead is alive. Okay, sure.
I feel like I've already hashed out my feelings on this, but I for what it serves, the point that it serves as this family reunion, I think is great.
It does make for, again, if it wasn't called Gang Beige's Oh My Family, I'd be a little bit more upset. But it is all about, like, let's just build up Beige's family even further.
Yeah. So it's fine. At this point, what else can you really say? Some people will just not die.
Seriously. Oh boy, but we begin the chapter back at the Climbing Koi waterfall and the sea atop of it, and it looks like Perwin has decided to go off alone.
Parasparrow.
You kept saying Perwin.
Perrodine is it's just like his weird little speech tick.
Right. Yeah, Parasparrow. God, I don't know why I always have trouble with this. Has decided to go in alone, riding his candy monster.
Yeah. Just as a quick aside, because I feel like we never talked about this, the Perrodine thing. So, pero is like the Japanese sort of onomatopoeia for licking.
Okay.
And so in the dub, they call it. He says lickety a lot.
Oh, that's not a bad way to translate it, because you can think of like lickety split and stuff like that.
Yeah. Very much so. Yeah.
Nice. It's so interesting. Like, okay, we can't have all the Big Mom pirates there. We'll take one. And it's interesting she chose Parasparrow.
Yeah. Which I guess it makes sense, because he can turn the sea into candy.
Yeah. It's still funny that, you have your three top people. I forget what they were referred to as for Big Mom.
I don't remember either.
3 were already defeated, 2 by Luffy, and the one girl that is part of all this is left behind.
Yeah. Why did we even bring Smoothie here?
Yeah, Smoothie doesn't get to do anything, and I feel like that's a shame.
It is a little bit of a shame.
Honestly, her doing anything is getting beat up, but still.
Yeah. But we have this kind of, again, we have this other extra little twist into things of like, well, Big Mom is in an alliance, and now here we have Parasparrow be like, no, that's BS. I don't believe it. I don't agree with it. I don't like it.
Nope,
so we have yet another kind of faction at play here.
But speaking of Big Mom, let's check back in on the pleasure hall. And I love how it's just like, what do we do, Usopp? Big Mom went running off in the direction of Nami's group. She's trying to take back Zeus, I'm sure, but sorry for them, but at least we're safe.
Oof.
I love it, like when she punched the tank, it had a weird transformation switch though. And I love how the transformation switch is just, it got put on his back where its legs are.
Yes, and it
because if you look, the can is up top now, the treads are on the back, and the weird little protrusions that were on the back before are now just legs that are walking along. So what the heck did you design, Frankie?
Yeah, he loves his transforming mechs. A man after my own heart.
Yeah. But the rest of Kinemon's group kept moving forward, so we did good distracting, and they all both have bumps on their heads. Like, yeah, I'm sure the girls will figure out something too. Plus, Sanji's with them. I'm worried about Sanji in the pleasure hall. True.
Yeah, it's like, no, he's a lost cause.
Yeah. Oh gosh, but she's still after them because it's like, no need to rush. The performance floor is just ahead, so there's no escape for them. And apparently the way it's taken form is Prometheus just keeps saying, hey, they're here. They're right here. Yeah. Come get them. Get them.
They're trying to sneak around. And, of course, poor Zeus is like, oh, no, Nami, she's going to kill me.
Zeus is so worried.
I was like, oh, yeah.
But Nami's like, hey, you said you saw Sanji earlier, Carrot? And he's like, yeah, but... And he flashed to him. It's like, nope, not giving up on finding ladies. Why is he even here?
Why did he even... Yeah, right. It's just like, okay, they're going to go look for Momonosuke.
Yeah, that's their job. But God, that panel at the bottom just reminds me why I love Big Mom.
Yes.
Because just the sheer... I don't know what it is. It feels lame to say aura farming, but just the way that she just it is. Have a way of just the presence. Come along, like, you old umbrella. Follow me, you wooden sandals. Stick with me, and I'll give you life. And she's just creating
just sing song
yokai with her power.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I didn't think about it, but you're right. Like, it is this sort of like she's just making yokai, which is this kind of the perfect kind of application of her powers, right? Like, yeah, we're in Japan, so sure, she gets Japan themed souls for her powers. That's too perfect.
I mean, you see how her island is and now everything's alive, and you just see how that happens where she just naturally is like, no, join me, come with me.
Right, yeah. It's just the confidence. It's wherever she goes, she will create these, new little souls that will just, follow her every word. So it really is just kind of like Big Mom having her own presence here. I feel like we are kind of seeing like, oh, what is it going to mean to like fight all these people and fight Big Mom at the same time? It's just like, oh dear.
Again, it's surprising me that I have it seems I have more of an appreciation for Big Mom than most.
No, good.
Don't know what it is, but
I said, and I feel like you will be rewarded for your beliefs.
Oh, okay.
I feel like I do feel like she is not like a side thing in this arc by any like I feel like she is played up as just as much of a problem as Kaido.
And that's the thing. She has so much more personality than Kaido at this moment.
That is, yeah. And I feel like, we had a whole arc to spin with her. She has that crazy backstory. I feel like she is kind of at this point a character that like you would have more of a connection to.
For sure.
And she's just funny.
She's funny. She's threatening.
Absolute
We've still never seen her take any damage. So
yeah.
Like, she is as threatening as ever. Like, they can escape her, but they can't stop her.
But, like, that is kind of what it is, right? Like, all we've, like, with Big Mom, the whole interaction this whole time has just been run, right? Like, it is... we have had more... We had that direct confrontation with Kaido, and, that ended very badly. But, like, with Big Mom, it really has just been, like, just run. Just get away from her.
Yeah, can't do it. Can't do it. Luffy's punches appeared to do more than Kaido. Not really, but appeared to, at least. He seemed to react at least. Yeah. Big Mom does not react. But yeah, we get to see Momonosuke crucified.
Yes, I guess very literal.
Yeah, as you do. Chain him up, poor kid. And,
Yeah, I feel like this whole operation has been kind of going relatively fine for a lot of the protagonists. That we have poor Momonosuke here. It's just
he's definitely has it the
within
roughest.
An inch of his life. Yeah, he's got it the roughest by far.
Just here, Queen, all about that presentation. Just listen up, you scallywags. Brother Orochi here is about to present a special unannounced event for you all. And here comes Orochi. He's like, the brat you see here, believe it or not, is the son of Odin, the boy we believed to be dead 20 years ago. I was like, what?
Right, yeah. The guy's like, what are you talking about?
Oh, just crazy Orochi again. All right.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, right. The more of these delusions. So this information for all of these, kind of goons in the crowd is just kind of like, I'm too drunk to understand anything that's happening right now. Like, yeah, sure, man. Time travel, whatever.
Why not? We instead switch over to Zoro, who's also inside the castle. It's like, the farther I get, the more power users there are. So, yeah, I can see more of the gifters. All the weird designs there. how did they get split up? They were running all together. Yeah, Luffy ended up alone and somehow dealing with
yeah, I don't know.
He's just sort of there. I just blanked on her name. Ulti. But apparently there's nearly 500 gifters that they have to get through, so that's a problem.
Yeah, and I feel like Zoro on his own is never a good sign.
No. Though it is interesting. It's like, why are you here? Take my advice and follow Kaido. It's easier because we all dreamed of being king of the pirates once. Take the easy road. You can still turn back. Everyone should follow Master Kaido. So it's just like,
it's like a cult.
Crushed dreams central. Just like, nope. Just focus on this man. Power is everything.
Yeah, I feel like that really is what it comes down to, right? Is and that's very much what we kind of have learned about Kaido from the start, right? Is like he doesn't really care as long as you're powerful, right? Like he can kind of beat obedience into you, like that Pretty sort much. Of his whole shtick.
Yeah,
and, for the most part it works.
But hey, at least Kid and Killer were able to stick together. And they're just like, I don't think we can break through the front. It's like, I lost sight of, all the rest of the crew as well. But hey, as long as they're still undetected, they should be all right. So, he's at least worried about his own crew. But got the whole fight. And then somebody's like, hey, sir, Master Cutter's looking for you. It's like, just... Don't worry about
who I think that is.
Yeah, it's like it's something like, who are they talking to? It's just let me go. It's like, and it distracts him long enough that the kid just starts beating them all up.
Yep. So you lose focus around me and you die. It's like, all right, it doesn't matter.
Yep. So something's going on there. There's other chaos happening, but Luffy, time to see what's going on with him. As Ulti is like, Pei, are you all right? Hang in there. He's like, why'd you do this to Pei? It's like, what? You're the one who's used him to ski down the stairs. It's like,
right, like at this point, he's the only person who's taken damage because of Ulti.
I've not seen a lot of power in Chainsaw Man, but you're right.
I think the comparison is starting to line up a bit. It's just why did you do this thing? It's like, yeah.
Who's your commanding officer? He's like, no, he's the intruder. It's like, no, I'm Luffy. I'm gonna be king of the pirates. What? It's like, of course they all start laughing. It's like, does he know whose castle he's invading? And Ulti just goes, the king of the pirates is obviously gonna be Kaido, you ultra buffoon. And he's like, oh, she's going for a headbutt. All right, I'll split your skull in two. And we got Ulti Mortar, where there's just this hockey clash of a headbutt between her and Luffy, which is
honestly really
sick.
Cool. It's so cool. Yeah, like it's enough to just blow everybody back, and like that headbutt. It's like a cannon. She left a whole hole in the floor. So it's like, oh, you want to know how strong Ulti is?
Yeah, it's like his skull must be polarized at that point. It's like, and page 1 is up. It's like, hey sis, oh I know Pei, and they both transform. So it turns out. Got another dinosaur devil fruit with the Pachycephalosaurus model, which, thanks to the headbutt, I realized which one she is. It's the one with the really thick bone on the front of the head, which perfect fighting style for that.
yeah, and I feel like is it like seeing her personality and going like, oh, like she's the headbutt. I feel like is a good fit for that attack.
Yeah, I'm so curious what her mouth looks like, because page 1's mask disappears when he goes into his dinosaur form, and she's only half transformed here. But I wonder if they do show us behind the mask or not. I don't know.
Yeah,
but they're like, why are you transforming? He's like, nah, shut up. It's because we've confirmed that this one is a dangerous foe. So
you're right, yeah. And they're like, he split his skull open. He's dead. He's like, then where's that hockey coming from? And then of course Luffy's like, woo, you rang my bell. Like he's getting right back up. But I love this where he's like, like I gotta be smarter. This is an Emperor's castle. He's got to use some tactics. So I love that he gets up, he zooms over, grabs Ulti by the horns, and just slams her down. And then like. Page 1 kind of coming in, tries to chomp on Luffy. He basically like teleports under him and then does a gum elephant gun like straight into his jaw, basically.
Oh, it's great takedowns for both of them. Again, he does like a power bomb to her, and again that uppercut to page one. It's pretty great, but also it shows that these guys can definitely take a punishment because she's immediately up, fully transformed this time.
Yep.
And it's like, how dare you touch Pepe? It's like, oh no, how good? I don't know if the council can take this kind of damage. And Luffy's like, she is strong. And well, here comes Ulti Meteor. She's getting ready to headbutt in that form. And Luffy's like, well, gotta go to Gear 4. But that does not happen because all of a sudden, here comes a masked figure with Thunder Bagua.
Which you may remember Thunder Bagua as the same attack that Kaido used to one-shot Luffy.
Yes, I did remember that. I'm like, oh.
Yes, and he's even holding a club.
Which immediately clued me in is like, aha. It's because I didn't pick up on it earlier with them running around. It was at this moment, it's like, here is Yamato.
Yes.
The character this popular introduced 17 chapters before 1000.
Yes. In, something like 70 odd chapters, basically halfway through the arc.
Good God. But
yeah, and what an intro too.
Both of them in that one hit. So yeah, this Yamato is pretty damn strong.
Yeah. And they're like, is that young Master Yamato? Which of course I forget exactly what, but in Japanese the term they use for young master is also very, very gendered, very, very male gendered.
I was wondering about that.
Why did he attack Ulti? Yeah, so
because
they're not concerned with any of that.
They're very much respecting pronouns in this.
Yeah. It's not really an issue. Like the fact that Yamato's running around like you just basically like one tapped an ally, or not really one tapped, but just bonked one of your supposed allies on the head. And of course they're like, seize Master Yamato, don't let him escape. It's like we're chasing him on Master Kaido's orders, and then that's when we get he's like, Straw Hat Luffy, that's you, isn't it? And he just takes him and runs.
He just picks up Luffy and runs. Pardon me, I mean you no harm. He's like, true, I don't sense any hostility from you, but I'm in a hurry. He's like, no, I've been waiting for you, waiting for a very long time. My name is Yamato. I'm Kaido's son. Huh?
Yeah, and also he's got this cool like Oni mask as well.
Yeah, it looks pretty sick.
That's dope. That's pretty dope.
July. I think we can assume July of 2020, maybe 2019 is when, because I don't know how long it takes for volumes to come out. Is when Yamato was introduced. It's weird to think that the character's like only been around for 6 years.
Yeah. Very, very. Yeah. God, when you think about, I feel like
there is a lot of Yamato merch.
I feel like he is probably the most popular like new character that has been introduced in One Piece. I can't think of anybody introduced from here on out more popular than him.
I am very curious why that is. I have a sense already, but I'm not 100% sure.
I think honestly, with the remaining time we have with him in this episode, I feel like you kind of get the gist.
Yeah, I think so. Before that, though, we do have another SBS. First up is, can gifters change at will between their human and animal forms, or does it depend on the fruit they eat? And Oda goes, it depends. Because smiles are man-made devil fruits, there are all sorts of unstable. The person who eats a smile will definitely gain the strength of a certain creature, but in the end, they may have a lion in the abdomen who will always pick fights, or a hippopotamus around their body which will always eat them. These people cannot transform their creature parts at will and have to put up with it. Some smile users get really powerful transformations, but it's really a gamble, which is basically what we've seen up to this point. That makes sense.
Pretty all over the place.
Yeah. Next up is, nobody wants to see Sanji in his 40 and 60 ages? Well, I get to ask now. Please draw how Chopper will look in the future.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and get that for you so you can see. This is honestly not too bad. Chopper gets off a little easier than anybody else. It seems like.
I have to agree. I think his like bad future at 40 is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's rough and tumble and all of that, but it kind of works. You can definitely see hard times, and he's definitely happier in the top one. But it's weird to see like he has extra fur to imply like a goatee and whatnot.
Yeah.
But he's saying at age 40, leave it to me. And 60 is here. It is. This will work on whatever you have. If something happens, like Straw Hat, don't you dare mention that name to me again. And then bring in a sacrifice now. So he's gotten a cult, so he's sacrificing things for.
Oh my god. I wonder what the kanji says on his shirt. I can't read it.
I'm not sure on that one. Oh well, but yeah, that is that. So, oh boy, Chopper.
Yeah,
it's so funny that Oda decided to skip over Sanji.
he loves bullying Sanji.
He really does. All right, let's get to chapter 984, My Bible.
Funny, we've got a crucifixion going on.
It really was like, what is going on here with this? But time for Lola and Chiffon to finally meet their father.
They're like, oh god.
What the hell? What? This? Oh, this explains a lot. Yeah. We have his nose.
Yeah, I love it. It's sweet, but also very funny.
It is. And I wonder, this has to be wrapping up rather soon because everybody's together.
Yeah, we're at 30, so
yeah.
Like, I feel like that's on the long side for a cover story.
Yeah, it seems about it. So it's probably not gonna be too much longer. But still, it's been a fun one. It's been a fun cover story so far.
Yeah.
Into the chapter itself, page 1 is trying to wake up Ulti because, well, yeah, she got knocked the hell out. It's like, hey, rest of you incompetents, go call a medical team. So, stupid Yamato, you better not lose sight of those two. Slow them down and tell me where they are. Page 1, what about you? You took a real nasty shot too. It's like, yeah, that's a good point. It did hurt pretty bad. Almost loosened my jaw a tad. That's it.
I love how cool he looks too. He's just kind of like, smarted a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Again, this is just a Toby Rapo.
Yeah.
It's funny that Oda's doing a good job of building up how strong the Toby Rapo are, but totally destroyed how strong Jack is.
yes Very much
like Jack is ostensibly stronger than all the members of the Toby Rapo, but he somehow doesn't feel it.
I think once he kind of got one shot by
Zoe itself.
Zoe itself, yes, but hey, it's a giant elephant. But like one of the samurai, you're like, oh no, like whatever.
Yeah.
No. The scaling here does people kind of it's a little all over the place, but it is funny to sort of think like, oh no, these guys are strong. Jack, who is top 3, he sucks.
Also, I just noticed one of the most cursed Smile Fruits users I've ever seen. Bottom right panel, dude has a dog mouth.
He does have a dog mouth.
Entire dog's head is in front of his mouth, and that serves as his new lips.
That's terrifying.
Yes, it is. What the hell? I don't know if again, you end up all smiling all the time, but at least I don't know. I don't feel like I'd want to have an entire dog head from a mouth.
Yeah. I don't think I would want to take the gamble on Smile Fruits.
Yeah. But yeah, Ulti's back up and going though, because she's like, get off me, medical team. It's like, oh, that hurts so much, Pepe. Pray for poor little me. It's like, shut up and lay down. It's like, shut up. It's like he doesn't want to put up with it, but she's all doting. It's like, I'll get that, Yamato. You dare to attempt using Master Kaido's Thunder Bagua? She's fine. And she's like, Thunder Bagua, more like Blunder Bagua.
That's one of my favorite lines, actually. And then the reveal, she coughs up blood. It's like, actually, that hit you pretty hard. So it's like, oh, she's fine. No, she's feeling it.
Ulti might be my favorite member of the Toby Rappo so far.
she's got the most personality so far by far. Like she's very chaotic.
Oda really likes writing for her, it seems.
yeah. And of course, like, you know, we get, page 1, Master Yamato is straw to stop. Good. Page 1, I'm out of here. Like, don't leave me behind. And they're just like, oh god, those dinosaurs are so strong.
I know, right? We check in on what's going on with Yamato and Luffy, and Luffy did not take the fact that Yamato is Kaido's son well. It's like, no, I'm serious. I didn't mean you any harm. And I told you I'm in a hurry. It's like, why? Where are you trying to take me? I don't have time to waste with you, whoever you are. So and Yamato's just like, hear me out. And it's like, I'll give you 5 seconds. There are people watching here. I want to go somewhere else. Then no.
Yeah, and they're like, how are we supposed to stop this? We can't even get close. Like, all this is happening, and the goons are like, well, we found him, but
and again, Yamato's blocking the elephant gun with Haki.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah,
it's
like very very casually, right? Like and of course, I wouldn't say not that Luffy's not trying, right? But certainly not bringing out all the stops. But that's the same elephant gun that kind of unclinched Page 1's jaw.
Yeah. And took out Hody. Man, is Hody outclassed at this point.
Yeah.
It's just like, you stubborn mule. This is only making me remember a battle from the past. It's like, huh. That's that.
Huh, indeed.
Wonder what that's all about. And, Luffy's just like, I've had enough of you. And there's this much bigger explosion. The roof is all collapsed and they're both gone. So,
yep. All right. Well,
something's happening.
Now they have a moment.
Yeah. There's our chance. Time to go back to the performance stage, though. Orochi is still talking about, how this is totally Odin's son. Believe me. It's like, the very day that Odin died, this little whelp vanished from the flaming ruins of Odin Castle. Where did he go? To the future. He crossed 20 years of time and appeared in the present day Wano, the very same age as when he vanished. You see, Odin's wife Toki was a witch, capable of sending her vengeance into the future. And again, all the guys are just laughing and eating. It's like, is that even possible?
Yeah, you find little kids with top knots all over the place. Like at this point, Orochi is just like friggin' Charlie Day with the conspiracy theory board. And I was like, yeah, whatever. The Kozuki is extinct. It died out ages ago. Like, whatever, man.
It should be more telling that nobody's really taking him seriously on Onigashima.
Yes. Well, there are two people who are taking him seriously, and that might be like one of my favorite panels.
Oh my gosh, the fact that the two of them are going full on, yeah, we're evil, laughing it up, and like the way they contort their faces, because really inconspicuous, like really melding into the group of guys, like laughing it up and like, Kozuki's instinct is like, ain't that right, brother? It's like, yeah, totally, man, totally. And that's Jinbei.
I think the thing that I just noticed, I love that his Sun Pirates tattoo is just barely, like, it's just out in the open, basically.
It doesn't matter. These guys might not know what's up with it, so it's hard to say.
Hey, he's a fishman. They're not racist. It's fine,
Yeah. His design reminds me of like just the way the small glasses are. There's some character design that just reminds me so much of, and I can't place it at all.
I'm not sure.
It looks so vaguely familiar, but again, the one that's even funnier to me is Robin and her face. Like, you would not recognize Robin the way she's like, does look like one of the guys that just like makes fun of her.
Yeah, and I love the way that she's just kind of like, don't do it all the way up on the stage, bro. Bring him down here so I could stab his freaking eyes out. It's just like Robin.
I kind of want to hear her say that.
I do too. I need to.
Because she does say dark things, but just the way like just saying it like a shout like that is
it's so out of character. And I remember we were laughing about this last time, like where the disguises just did not look anywhere near convincing on these two specifically, and so that they're here in the crowd. It's great. It's really fun. That is top 5 Robin panels for sure.
I like that Oda is finally feeling like we can get Robin a little bit silly.
Yeah, but between that and the stupid face that she made,
I think it's like a sign of her really fully integrating with the Straw Hats more and more.
Yeah, it's when you can make, and I think that's why Jinbei is a lot more like kind of awkward, right?
Yeah,
but Robin is yet. Like, yeah.
It's like, okay, yeah, of course they're whispering to each other. It's like, what should we do? I don't know. I can't stand to see Momo like this. Well, the samurai will spring into action. Just wait. So stay strong. So we'll see it. But yeah, they're all laughing, but also, all the men are laughing, but it's also, they're the actual samurai. It's like, Lord Momonosuke. It's like you can see all of them there.
It's almost like they're laughing to cover up the fact that they know.
Yeah, and just like the raiding samurai were steadily blending further into the feast. So like all that, it is getting ready to go down.
The build up is happening.
It's so cool. But Law's submarine has successfully reached the rear side of the island. Going to get in close. And we only have a moment to surface, so let's all get ready to go here because, of course, he's only taking Beppo, Shachi, and Penguin along with him because those are the only three that matter on his crew. So they surface, use room, spot some rocks, bam.
There you go.
Chambray, they're in.
Chambers.
Yep, Chambers, and close the hatch, bam, back in they go. So that's it. They are on the island, and it's snowing on this side. So
the visuals on this part of Onigashima are so cool.
Oh,
I love the snow-covered Japanese architecture. It's great stuff.
Something about that also gives a real samurai vibe to everything. But that's super cool. And Law immediately noticed, like, okay, there's two entrances. The one above has to be the way to Kaido. So, and that's when all of a sudden he hears something above. It's like, hey, be more careful. Beggars can't be choosers. You said this was a brilliant plan. And what's the brilliant plan? Marco flies him over, carries him, and just
drops him.
Cat Viper right on his head. And Dark Summer's just like, whatever. You haven't changed a bit, Marco.
Yeah, it's like, you carried him over? Yes, I'm beat. So poor, hey, Cat Viper, you gotta lay off of the lasagna.
A little bit. Also, I love this that, we can reminisce later. I spotted a strange shadow at sea earlier. I'm going to go check it out, that has to be Perispero.
I believe so, yeah.
So that's. I like how Oda's finding ways to keep Marco attributing, but not in there.
Right.
Very much being treated like Jinbei.
Yeah, it's kind of like we can't use you at your full strength yet.
yeah, that's certainly the case. Marco's a bit OP compared to a lot of people here. But even more important, they all get to see that Izo's here, along with Cat Viper, who has a new freaking gun arm.
Yeah, which is so sick.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and I love that there's like, I didn't mention it earlier, but Marco said he knew where to find him, so we went to go pick him up, and of course we just have this heartfelt reunion between siblings.
Oh,
it's just Izo saying, you've turned into a great samurai now, Kiku. It's just, they'll get out.
Yeah, I love it.
Especially, like, I feel like after learning, we didn't learn that they were siblings until the flashback.
Yeah.
So to kind of have that
Izo was just one of those characters that stood out on Whitebeard's crew during the Summit War. And must have been a fan favorite or just planned ahead that much by Oda. But Izo like really does look awesome.
Yeah. It is kind of crazy that we've got like two major players from Whitebeard's crew here.
It feels fitting because Odin was on Whitebeard's crew.
We learned of the relationship that Whitebeard had with Odin, and it's just kind of like I'm sure there were probably even more folks around who, if they knew, they would come to help. But
oh man, I love how we're just gradually getting more and more of the players into position.
Yeah, it really kind of does feel like what this set is like we're not done introducing all of the people who are going to play a role here,
and figuring out who's fighting who is going to be a challenge to say the least. But like I said, it really feels that like really last chapter, it's where it started to feel like it's funneling a little bit. Like characters are starting to meet up a little bit. They're getting to places where they need to be. Things are being answered. I think it all works. And it helped me adjust. But back to inside the castle, who are going to the performance stage. You know, Kaido's asking where's Big Mom, and it's like, oh, she's on her way here now. Like, you could have told me that earlier, Bao Wang. Wang? Wang? How do you pronounce that?
Wang, probably.
Yeah. That's the silly looking one of the ninjas. The little child look.
The squirrel, the flying squirrel devil fruit, she has like the Sheikah looking symbol.
Yeah, that's
her
it.
Face.
That's the one. It's like, well, that's that. Let's make the announcement with Momonosuke's execution. So I love how like him saying that is causing like him calling out, listen up, people, and all the samurai that are integrated spitting out their drinks. It's like, oh God.
Yeah. Like, oh God. Yeah. And I love how they were, of course, like Orochi was speaking and they're all kind of like, yeah, whatever, man. Like, oh crap, Kaido's here.
Yeah, when he shows like up like that, his presence is overwhelming. Is that hell up on stage? Because there's Kaido, Jack, Queen, and King right alongside Orochi, and boy, do they just make Orochi seem like nothing when you just have
very imposing. And I sort of love the build up too. Just kind of like, I'm gonna liven up the execution of this tedious brat with an announcement that might catch your attention, and he's gonna explain the new Onigashima project. So whatever that is.
Also get a sense of just how like tiny Fukuroku-ju is.
He's a normal sized person
with a huge head.
Yeah, I guess, relatively normal.
Well, long head, I guess is a better way to put it.
Yeah.
But we got. I honestly did not expect it. Like Kaido was talking about his big announcement. I did not expect to hear that for another 30 chapters.
Right.
We're just gonna get.
I feel like,
batted down for a while until we finally figured it out.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
no.
Although I feel like we kind of got the gist of it. I feel like where it's going, I feel like is not entirely out of nowhere, if that makes sense.
It's not, but I did not predict what it was going to be. I had no idea what this new Onigashima project was. As soon as he said it's like, I can think of
that aspect of it is new. Yeah.
Sure. All I can think of is, please tell me we're going to get the answer to this next chapter, because I don't know if I could wait a week to see what the hell Kaido's up to. Which thankfully it is answered.
He is up to something.
He is up to something. But first, it's time to check out what's going on in the attic between Luffy and Yamato. It's like, okay, you get 5 minutes. And Yamato explains, one day I told my father I want to be Kozuki Oden, and he clobbered me for it. Why are you telling me this? I was there 20 years ago at Oden's execution. I witnessed the Hour of Legends, which, what a great way to put that. Also clocks Yamato is probably 25, maybe 30. I'm not sure.
We'll come back to that.
Yeah, I'm sure Oda will answer it in SBS at some point.
The thing is, I'm trying to remember if we see that or if I just hallucinated that. So I'll point that out when we get there.
I'd be very curious if Oda drew young Yamato at the execution. Because
I don't think I noticed.
I wouldn't have known to look. So
yeah.
But yeah. You'll never see a greater samurai, and Orochi and my father killed him. I was mortified. But even more than that, I was inspired. I couldn't stop crying. The emotions were so powerful. After that, I found Kozuki Oden's voyage journal in Curry. It is my Bible. The fact that he was writing a journal this entire time is so, like, the fact that actually pays off with this is insane. And the fact that we don't know if he wrote anything about the One Piece in there or Laugh Tale itself. That journal is.
I can tell you he did. It was on screen during that chapter when they got to Laugh Tale. When he said we found out all of the ancient, the people of the ancient weapons, blah blah blah. He was writing in a journal.
He was writing it, but I wasn't sure if he stayed vague like that or actually went into detail.
That's true. I don't know how specific he got about it. That's more what I was getting at.
But yeah, my father and his crew don't know this journal exists. His grand adventurous life and very important things are written in here. Oh,
so now you know why Yamato's really important.
Yeah. And now that the Akazaya samurai are dead, someone else has to carry on Odin's will. That's why I choose to open this country to the world. I want to fight on your side. And Yamato drops the mask and starts like taking off the layers of the outfit, like having the thicker coat on and whatnot. And Luffy's like, wait, you said son, right? And it's like, well, Kozuki Odin was a man, wasn't he? So I chose to be a man too. I can tell you're very strong and you haven't even tried your hardest yet. You remind me of Ace.
I feel like we just learned a lot about Yamato.
In a very short amount of time.
Hi, I'm extremely important.
Yes. I am the son of Kaido. I am, I own, I guess I possess the Journal of Odin. I also met Ace. It wasn't just, oh gosh, it's been so long. The little girl. Ace didn't just meet that little girl from the village. Oh
my God.
Tama.
Yes. Which also, I feel like we were kind of asking questions right at the start of Wano. It was like, why was Ace in Wano?
Yeah, he meets Tama and then sort of left. It seems like it's very interesting.
I think the Tama thing is at least kind of like okay, like in the same way that Luffy just kind of washed up. Like you could see Ace just washing up on shore. I feel like Yamato is more. Those two meeting is more specific. Like that is like
yeah, and
yeah.
It's really interesting to look at Yamato's design here because it seems like in the chapters that follow, Oda takes the time to refine him. It feels very. I can't quite place it, but it feels first look of Chopper.
It does in a little bit way. Yeah, that first sort of like key shot I feel like is sort of like Oda kind of figures this out a little bit. I feel like, but also. Yeah. I feel like kind of the elephant in the room, right? Like, Yamato refers to himself as a man, and identifies as a man, has basically no masculine appearance, like, whatsoever. Is just sort of like, just kind of letting it rock, right? Like, quite literally letting it all hang out. But I feel like that is also an aspect of why people kind of love Yamato so much, because I feel like you kind of have this aspect of like there are many people out there in the world who are trans but maybe can't present with kind of can't present outwardly as their gender identity for one way or another, or there's sort of like that that dysmorphia that you kind of have to like stick with. And so here's Yamato as a character who's sort of like, the person I idolize is a man, so I'm going to be a man too. And like sort of like how I look is sort of not really factored into that, but is also the way he carries himself is still very confident about kind of like who he is, and sort of the fact that he has a female body doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
And so I think that is inspiring to a lot of people, I think.
And Oda prepared people for that thanks to Kiku.
Yes, also that is also true. And I feel
Kiku, like very feminine.
We have two different sort of angles of transness that feels way more considered than sort of the of course we love Mr. 2 here. We love the Okama. But it is sort of like
it took a while to get the Okama.
It took a while to get there.
Over. This seems immediate.
Yeah. I think the vision is a lot more concise. And I think the way I talked kind of a couple episodes ago about like, when we were kind of talking about Yamato and gender for a little bit, and it was like, it is slightly complicated. And I think the slight complication is the like, my gender identity is tied to my devotion to this one person. And so I think I'll say was for a time kind of like is Yamato a boy or a girl, or like, his masculinity is just really tied to Odin. So like it kind of leaves some wiggle room. Yeah. Like, does it count, basically? I think by the end of this arc, Oda could not be clearer.
Yeah.
So
I
save
also
ourselves all of the trouble.
I also wonder if a part of that is male fans really wanting Yamato to be female.
Yeah. Like, hey, it's all like you can goon. It's okay.
It's cool. Because let's be honest, Yamato is one of Oda's prettiest designs.
Yeah, for sure.
Like
the hairstyle, the horns. I think he looks cool.
It is a striking design. Like, the first moment I saw him, I was like, it hits you. It's like, damn.
Yeah. And I think some people can't deal with that.
No.
Some people are like, but just my head and my heart and other parts of me are all reacting in very different ways. It's okay.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yamato is a man, and he also has very big boobs. That's okay. You'll live. It's okay.
Yep.
These two things can coexist.
It's going to be very interesting to see Sanji meet Yamato, because I feel like that's going to happen.
That was a scene I was dreading for a very long time.
I can imagine so.
It's
this is the Okama that he much prefers. If he was stuck in Okama of on an island of nothing but Yamatos, he'd be in far happier shape.
Man, that'd be pretty progressive for Sanji.
He'd be much more confused about it all, I think. Probably weaker too, because he doesn't have to escape as much.
I feel like I'm trying to remember. Like, we have had did we have interactions with Kiku and Sanji at some point?
Not really.
Yeah, because I feel like I don't think Sanji was ever like
Oda sort of kept Sanji away from Kiku,
which is the right call. But yeah, I feel like he was never like gross about it, or was like, "Oh, you're really a man," or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like it'll be fine. I think Oda worked too hard to redeem Sanji's character to
that's true.
Immediately torpedo that.
I think Sanji loves the heart of a woman.
Yes.
And as long as you have the heart of a woman, and I guess aren't like a big muscly Okama, then I guess it's fine.
He still likes the
Sanji's
Okama. He just doesn't want to be hugged by them.
Yeah, and that's also like the way Sanji expresses love could be very broken, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
Seeing his upbringing, you understand why. But he doesn't receive kindness very well sometimes.
No,
he's
at all.
Classic tsundere,
Yeah. I am going to. All I'll say is I'm going to do my best to constantly say he, but again, looking at the design, it's going to be hard. I think initially it's going to be hard to not slip.
Intention is everything, right? Like, it's not like I'm not gonna blow a gasket, right? If
right
misgendering Yamato, and I kind of feel like Yamato doesn't really care. I think is sort of the thing. Like, I'm a man, but like I present feminine, but like it doesn't really matter. And there are, as we'll and even see in the narration box, that it says Kaido's daughter of Kaido, self-styled Kozuki Oden. Like there are, I feel like there's the acknowledgement that Yamato is trans, but it is also like the again, like
the Kaido aspect of their character.
Yeah. And even, Kaido's like, my son, like there was at no point up to this point that you had any idea, right? Just all the time. And the way that it was like, oh, young Master Yamato. And again, the way I mentioned earlier, that Yamato is also very masculine. Like there is not a whole, I feel like it is sort of like 80-20 or 90-10 of like, using he, him versus she, her.
Right. So, yeah, we've been properly introduced to Yamato.
Yeah, well, there's the one thing that you knew about this going in. I'll be interested to see when we eventually get to the other thing.
Did I know another thing about Yamato? Maybe I forgot at this point.
Oh, no. I meant about Wano. Basically, that was like, about Yamato and about Gear 5.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. It's like, we got to Yamato. We got that cleared up.
Yes.
Now we got to slowly work towards the other thing.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I feel like Gear 5 is probably another 50 plus chapters away.
look out for it. It's in here somewhere.
Somewhere. Oh God. All right, well, let's get to our final chapter for the set, 985, new Onigashima project. And we got another color spread. This time the rare Luffy and the other Worst Generation members. Well, specifically Law and Kid.
Yeah.
It's weird to see Kid be in casual clothes.
Yes, it is. It is a little bit weird. But I like that his... I think those are pants. I was kind of figuring out if those are pants or shorts, but yeah. I like, he's still kind of got that edgelord in him, but the pink shirt, does him good.
What you don't know is that it's a dress shirt that has Badman on the back.
It would totally fit him though.
It would. It would.
Oh man, I love Law in the background feeding the parrots like this. I really like whenever we sort of put Luffy, Kid, and Law kind of on the same level.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
because we've very much been kind of building
right from the outset. Oda declared these are the three most important members of the Worst Generation, and that's certainly seemed to have held true. So yeah, let's get into the chapter itself. As we see the back of Onigashima, the snow, and
you want to talk about samurai movies?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
This scene is so... Oh, it's so sick. I love it. Just the setting for it, the standoff. It's cinema.
Just to have Scoundrel here, like you really are like Oda's done a great job of making you just despise Scoundrel.
Yes, yeah. I mean, he's been rubbing it in, right? Like he's like, I knew that you were kind of gonna come here, and they're like, wow, they really did show up. We may not have found traces of samurai infiltration, but it was impossible to think you wouldn't show up. I know better than anyone how persistent you are. And just like that spread, that like this, just like a samurai showdown here, right? Like it's just the snow falling, Scoundrel and his just like army. He's got drawings of like headless samurai. And Izo's like, how very artful of you. It's so cinematic.
Yeah, and he's of course taunting. It was like, Izo, you returned just so you can lose in battle, and Raido's just immediately like, well, we haven't lost our heads. Release Momonosuke once. He resisted as best he could. He was desperate not to be a burden upon you. He found a dagger at some point and used it to free himself. Of course, he could not actually escape, but he cut my palm in the attempt, and I did not take kindly to it. And just see that small scratch on it, and just God, the way you see him pummeling Momonosuke, it's just like, oh yeah, they need to beat him down.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I feel like you beat up children, it's over. And even poor Kiku, it's just like hearing this is just like tearing up basically.
Mm-hmm. And God, just seeing
Kawamatsu.
Yeah, Kawamatsu, like, how much he takes care of kids. So yes. It's like, no, this is not cool. But yeah, to my surprise, the boy still lives. I suppose that must be Odin's blood, but his suffering will ease soon. As we speak on the stage inside, they're about to carry out his public execution. And I love how Dogstorm and Cat Viper are barely paying attention. It's like, what's with your hand? Oh, nifty, huh? It's nice.
They do not care. Which I feel like that's how you have to treat like these sorts of villain monologues, and they're just, of course he's just like living it up. It's like all we have to do is buy some extra time. In just a few minutes, the history of the Gozuki clan will officially end. And I love that. That's when Kiku locks in.
Yeah.
Just the mask, the samurai armor. He's like, you may shut your mouth now, Scoundrel. The wounds this one's katana leaves do not vanish in the afterlife, like snow that remains into the spring. They will continue to torment your soul for eternity. Kiku Nojo of the fallen snow. As this is taking place in just the snow-swept battlefield, like
we've got our first matchup, and hell yes, I am down for Kiku versus Scoundrel.
I needed this.
I am. You know what? Just let it happen. That's all I gotta say. He's like, Scoundrel feels like a good first one to get taken down.
Mm-hmm.
Just because Scoundrel has never seemed to be that strong.
Yeah, and that was sort of not really his purpose.
Yeah.
And I think it's sort of a good a good sort of roadblock for the samurai here, especially because like for him, it's personal. I feel like this is a lot more compelling than them just kind of running through goons.
Yeah. And of course, Cat Viper then immediately asks, like, "What's up with your leg?" "Oh, I use 2 swords now because Storm's new leg is just a sword."
Yeah.
Sure.
I do think Cat Viper's gun arm is way cooler.
Yeah, it's definitely cooler.
It's way. I mean, just that shot of him in the midst of battle, like, it's pretty sick.
Yeah, but Kaido's speech is starting, so they got to put on the visual transponder stale, and we're back to Yamato saying, "So speaking as Kozuki Oden, I followed the proper logic that says, as Ace's brother, you should be giving me a ride on your ship." And it's like, wait, hang on. Kozuki Oden's a guy that everyone loves. There's no way you can be Oden. It's like, okay, maybe you're more Oden than me. What does that mean? I'm more Oden.
Again, I feel like we're sort of like, okay, Yamato's a big old dork. Like that. Yeah. That's what he's just.
He's a fan. He's a fanboy. He's a fanboy, but a strong fanboy.
Not dissimilar to Bartolomeo. But of course, and of course, like with that love of Kozuki Oden, that love of pirates and stuff, and it's like, how could I be Oden and not be free? And he's got these the sort of the slave shackles.
Yeah, saying, "I wanted to go to sea with Ace and his friends so badly, but I've been imprisoned on this island since the age of 8. Though, so
that
maybe
I wanted
28?
I wanted to Google just to be sure. Yeah, he's 28.
Okay. And they're like, wait, those are prison shackles? That's right. They'll explode if I leave this island. To be honest, it could all be a lie. I mean, what father would blow up his own child? But just imagining the possibility that it's true keeps me trapped here with fear. I know what my father's like." And Luffy's like, "Want me to take him off? Like, you really want to fight on our side? I mean, it'll mean seeing me whoop Kaido before your eyes. Like, oh, I want to do the same." You know how many times he's beaten me? Every time I challenged him, he ensured I paid a price. So,
all right, we've recruited Yamato.
Yeah, like Yamato's on the side. Luffy's like, "All right, I'm down." Sounds good to me. It's like, all right, I'll take him off. It's like, no, you don't understand. These have kept me trapped here for 20 years without. It's been, and that's they get interrupted. It's like, it's been 2 years since Whitebeard's Paramount War, and then the world has. Oh, go ahead.
I do love the casualness of this, of just like Yamato can't really even believe it, but like Luffy has done. We saw him do like the Rayleigh's hockey, right? Like he
can do Rayleigh's trick now.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just kind of like, you want me to take him off? It's no big deal at this point. Yeah,
all good. But yeah, it's been 2 years since Whitebeard's Paramount War, and finally the world has churned into motion. The 7 warlords were not disbanded because of some mad whim of the government. It's a sign of confidence that Navy headquarters has a new force capable of stopping us. But while the world government grows arrogant, we have decided to join hands with the Big Mom Pirates to seize the greatest power in this world. The ancient weapons. Of course Kaido is interested in those. Mm-hmm. Of course he is. I don't know why I didn't put it together that he'd be after the weapons anyway in the first place.
What I'm interested in, just a thought I had earlier today, does he know that Neptune is a mermaid?
I have a feeling no. I don't think he has anybody to translate for him unless he can read it himself, which I kind of doubt.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I don't think so. He has one, and we haven't seen it yet, but but we don't know how much he knows. He knows of the ancient weapons, but we don't know
what he knows.
How close he is to any of them.
That's also true. And that's also the only one we kind of really know anything about at this point.
Yeah, I mean, technically, Crocodile got the closest to the first with Pluton. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but we don't know what it is because Robin made sure that didn't happen.
Yeah, and the blueprints and all that stuff. Mm. But yeah, it is sort of interesting. I had kind of forgotten that the framing here was sort of like around, what we are going to achieve. We are going to use the ancient weapons for, which is there's some more about this a little bit later in the speech that I want to comment on too.
Like, this is Luffy. Is going to unintentionally save the world from this conquering force.
Yeah.
Like, it's more than just a country. He is saving the world from a world war. At least for some time.
Yeah. Saving the world, just so that everybody has something to eat.
But I love this entrance from Big Mom. It's like, because he's continuing the speech and all of a sudden she just bursts through the building. It's just like,
oh yeah.
Did I hear you calling my name, Kaido? And yep, here she is, has all these yokai with her now, which is so thriller barking. Poor Zeus.
I think they got bigger. Yeah. Zeus got caught, which means there's Nami and Carrot and I think presumably Shinobu. I can't see her, but
yeah, I think they're all
there with them.
Caught. I love it. Olin the Oiron with the 4.388 billion berry bounty. So freaking high.
Yeah. And I love that they're like, oh, she's terrifying up close. It's the world's most powerful hag.
I love how Nami is calling up to Zeus. He's all concerned.
Yeah.
But Kaido calls down to her. He's like, it took you long enough, Lin, but I'm still here on time, aren't I? Don't be a stickler. If we bicker and fight, it'll stay out of reach. But when we join sides, we will pull it within range. Listen up, people. We're putting our weight into the piracy business. At long last, we're going to claim the One Piece. Which, that is a claim.
That is. It is. It's a big declaration. And I think the interesting thing for me when I read this afterwards was the existence of the ancient weapons will bring fear and war to humanity. Prepare yourselves, for that is the world of violence that we seek. And we know from the flashbacks, right, that like with Odin, when they got to Laugh Tale, it was like, we learned everything. And so to me, it like the way that they say we're going to claim the One Piece, and then afterwards they mention the ancient weapons again, just sort of like, what is that connection? Or do they think that the One Piece equals the ancient weapons? Like, I'm wondering.
It seems like that's the case. Is they think the One Piece is an ancient weapon. Mm-hmm. As that's their
which seems like, based on, based on what Odin said, is like possibly not inaccurate, right? It's hard to say like. We learned about the ancient weapons. We learned about the people of the D. We learned about the Void Century. It's kind of like, what is it about the One Piece that holds all this information?
Yeah, and yet seeing it all made them laugh.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's also, it feels like a big deal whenever the title gets dropped in the manga, because it constantly happens in the live action. They're constantly saying, I'm going to become king of the pirates and claim the One Piece, because they need to remind normies that why it's called One Piece.
That's what it. Yeah.
But here it's just like, no, like the One Piece is very, very rarely mentioned. It's more about King of the Pirates and all that. So it feels so much more impactful for the two of them to say it together like that.
Yeah. It's also interesting too, because again, referring to the flashback, right? It was like for Roger, not even really knowing that the One Piece existed, but it was like, once I complete the circumnavigation of the world, I'm going to, and then, it was a hard cut. So we don't really know what sort of like accomplishing, what becoming King of the Pirates kind of meant to him, or what he could achieve by doing that. And I feel like it has such a different angle compared to like what we're going to do with this is, a world of violence, basically, right? It's just like full on world war. So I find it really interesting. Like, and it makes me wonder, like, we're kind of seeing, if we're seeing all of the different emperors kind of, we're seeing Kaido and Big Mom, what they wish to achieve by claiming the One Piece. And I wonder what that's like for Shanks and for Blackbeard.
Yeah, we're finally getting into the interpretation of what everybody now we're so close to it. What is the One Piece?
Do they even know what it is?
I don't think they do.
Do they even can they even achieve the world that they're trying to create through claiming the One Piece? It's sort of like at this point it's like
maybe.
Who knows? Who knows? Maybe they can accomplish it.
Yep.
Either way, that's not good. Either way, them having their hands on ancient weapons is not good.
No. It was bad enough with Crocodile.
Yeah.
And Orochi's like, oh, wasn't this something? He's like kind of into it. And that's when Kaido goes, which raises a question. And of course, Yamato and Luffy are listening. Is like, the One Piece. Hey, that's what I'm going to get.
Right. He's pissed.
It's like, yeah. It's like, But yeah, Kaido goes, which raises the question, followers of Orochi, you must now choose. With its imposing waterfall defenses, Wano is a natural fortress that neither the Navy nor the world government can easily reach. If we expand with more weapons factories and turn the populace of even the flower capital into a labor source, nobody's free here, then it will transform into a lawless land that all manner of pirates around the world will call paradise. And that's when Orochi's like, no, wait a moment, Kaido. Flower capital is my territory. Who do you think you're allowed to make all those allowed you to make all those weapons? And then done. Orochi's head.
Kaido, yep,
gone.
And it's brutal. That's violent.
Oh yeah, that is one of the most violent deaths we've ever seen.
yeah, it's pretty gnarly. They're all like, "Oh God!" And of course, Fukuroku's just like, "Shogun Orochi," and even I love being Big Mom's just laughing, and it kind of makes sense, right? God, that close-up shot of it, like it's just this severed head. But I do think Kaido's angle here makes sense. There's like the concerns of the Kurozumi clan and the Gosuke clan mean nothing to us.
You thought we cared about your whims? No.
Yeah.
No. Not a bit. Like
that's what happens when you align with pirates, you know?
Yep. I was just, you were a convenience. That's all.
Pretty much. And God, it's so funny because when we first, saw Orochi on screen for the first time, I feel like we were kind of comparing him to there's like a Wapol or like any other kind of like there's any number of villains in One Piece who are kind of just like sniveling little brats who are just like hiding behind somebody much more powerful. This feels like the first time where that somebody who's much more powerful is just kind of like, yeah, man, you're done.
Yeah, I don't need to. I don't need to deal with you.
We're not doing this anymore.
It is a shocking moment because
it's a pretty crazy twist, actually.
Yeah, because I mean, Orochi has a devil fruit. He has the Orochi devil fruit, and you'd think that would mean something. So, I found myself thinking about it, and there's one of two possibilities here, because I feel like it feels weird for Oda to introduce the Orochi devil fruit and not do anything with it. So I don't know the legend of Orochi that well. I don't know if it works in the same way as like the Hydra. Right. So could Orochi actually come back just, with multiple heads, or just regrow his head because of that? I don't know. He could easily be dead, and instead the devil fruit goes to somebody else on Kaido's crew who does not have a devil fruit yet.
Right, which would also be terrifying in and of itself.
Yeah, who could probably use it way more effectively.
Yeah. That was also definitely my thinking at this point in time, was like, well, his devil fruit is sort of like a snake with 8 heads or whatever. So it like that is also a possibility. But I also feel like even if he like, do you think Kaido would have any other difficulty being like, well, chop.
Yeah, exactly.
he chopped off the first one, right? Like, what's 7 more?
It really comes down to the fact that at this point, even if Orochi is able to come back somehow, which honestly I'm kind of hoping not. I think this is so effective as a way to just be like, okay, Orochi was the big bad for the first half. Here's what he's done to Wano. Here is the corruption and the way he rose to power, and just all the ways that he just messed with this land. And he seems like this build up a big thing, but we don't really get to focus on Kaido. Then shift to Onigashima, and here's Kaido's plan. Here's Kaido's whole role. Here's him stepping into the limelight as far as a threat. We don't need Orochi anymore. He serves no purpose.
And I think that's also kind of showing the diversion of what these two characters and their vision for the future, right? Like Kaido has a vision, right? Like he has, I'm going to turn, Wano into like a weapons producing, like, capitalist hellhole, right? Like we are going to outdo the American government in terms of profiteering off of war. But like for Orochi, it's always been like petty. It's just kind of like, I hate the Kosukis, and like I have, I'm partying it up. I have my seat of power, and I'm not going to do anything with it. Really. Yeah.
I'm the one in power. So, I get to live a life of luxury forever. Who cares?
Yeah. It's
He's unambitious, I guess is the best way to put it.
Yeah, unambitious. And I feel like One Piece has really always been about these characters who like will do anything for the sake of their dreams, even if their dreams are, like evil.
And I guess technically Orochi achieved his dream. Technically.
That is true. Yeah. And is about to with the death of, if they kill off Momonosuke, right? Like,
yeah. Well, the thing is, he achieved his dream, but the death of Momonosuke is the only thing that'll bring him peace. That's the thing. That's the true curse of Toki, is that he achieved his dream. He just couldn't enjoy it because of that sheer paranoia.
Exactly. Yeah. 100%.
So, yeah, it's like Orochi got what he wanted, but did not get to enjoy it really.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting character. I hope he's actually dead, if only just for the thematic completeness of it.
Man, what a shot though.
oh yeah. I saw that. I'm like, holy crap.
Yeah.
Just completely caught me off guard.
Yeah, I feel like it's a good way to end this set too. Like the way that it's sort of the build up. I feel like this is the chapter that finally really kind of raises the stakes on sort of the Onigashima half of this arc.
Yeah, and Fukurokuju definitely did not expect this, so I haven't.
It's like,
makes you wonder if he's actually going to go against Kaido, but I kind of doubt it.
Yeah, and hey, it's the ultimatum, right? Like, I'd join us or die.
Yeah, Cozy Clan means nothing to us. You have 5 seconds. Let's see what happens, and Luffy sees Momo's just like, hey, Momo, don't shout. Then they fall through this attic, of course.
Yeah. Again, I feel like talking about one brain cell, that's how Luffy and Yamato are also like, okay, we're getting along. Like they're kind of up to the same thing.
So, and of course, all the people there are just like, he just killed Orochi. But why? They've been allies for years. And just like, hey, make your choice now, samurai. Join us and be pirates, or fight us now and die. And I again, you can see some of the
those are some of the ninjas
freaking out there. That one guy that's always been drinking with the blonde hair, he seems very nonplussed by it all. He's always hung around Denji. But yeah, we are turning this country into a pirate empire in preparation for the coming world war. We'll be ranging out for more proper raids tonight. Onigashima becomes the flower capital. Wano will be no more. Instead, there will be only a new Onigashima, and its shogun shall be my son, Yamato, which is why he wants his son. But
yeah, that's why he was looking for Yamato. And then I love Yamato's like, stupid dad. Oh,
not even for a second.
So it's just like, again, Yamato is just a big old dork.
But that's the thing. Crazy thing to me is, how does Kaido expect that Yamato will listen?
I think that's Kaido's worldview, and he's not been proven wrong yet. Right? He can beat obedience into you.
Yeah. He hasn't quite done it yet with Yamato, it looks like.
Yeah.
But he has also made sure that he effectively can't leave the island and achieve any kind of dream.
Exactly, right. Like, it's sort of like at this point, the way Kaido, and I feel like we'll kind of be seeing this more and more, the way Kaido kind of treats his son is very kind of nonchalantly. It is very kind of like, you can't really do anything to resist me, right? In the way that, like, he'll beat me up, trap me on an island. Like, he's not a great father. No. The other thing that I just realized, and again, it comes from future knowledge, so I don't know if I should talk about it too much, but knowing that Yamato wants to be like Odin makes the fact that he doesn't join the crew. Now I get why people are upset. You have not begun to scratch the surface of why people are upset.
That is, at least right from the outset, it's like, that is thematically perfect to have for Luffy to have his own Odin.
Yeah. You should count, and if we're putting this out there,
I apologize to those actually reading with us who might not have known that, but yeah, as far as what I know of right now,
which I feel like it's important to be upfront about that.
Yeah. What I know and don't know. But again, I'm in the dark with so much, as Brandon just proved.
Yes. Just the amount of times Yamato will say, "I'm joining the Straw Hats," that you can just count it. It is a lot.
Oh no. Oh no.
Which is maybe the Oda style misdirection, but I don't love it. I ultimately I think just out of pure I eventually came to terms with the eventual reason, but I think kind of looking back on this stuff and we're kind of remembering Yamato's pretty dead set of I'm your Odin, I'm going to I want freedom, right? It's like you're more free than me.
Thematic, especially after going through that flashback, that is so thematically perfect.
Yeah. So we'll oh boy, I got thoughts on that. But I guess it was maybe too good to be true. But that's just how much people love Yamato as a character, and how, as we even seen just from these interactions, right, that he's just kind of one and the same with Luffy, right? They met by fighting, and then of course it was, oh, you remind me of Ace. It's like, oh, I'm homies with your brother, right?
There's all that connection.
It's too convenient. It's too convenient.
Yeah.
we can't have nice things in here.
I do wonder if we're gonna end up have another end of accent thing, because they need to rescue Momo, but he's literally behind Kaido and all of his top soldiers.
Yeah.
How are you gonna rescue Momo?
Right, and that also feels like, we know that we're in for a lot of fighting, but that now that sort of, I don't know if we can have Momonosuke crucified for 40 chapters or something. So how will this aspect kind of tie into everything else is something I remember how it plays out for the most part, but I'm interested to kind of go through with fresh eyes and all that stuff, because it is interesting how much it is just again, not just, oh, you need to fight this guy so you can fight this guy so you can fight this guy so you can fight this guy, kind of working your way up the ladder. It is sort of it feels like all of these different kind of sections and factions all have goals. Yeah,
it's all a mess, which works out better in an entertaining way. Sometimes hard to keep track of, but more entertaining.
Oh yeah, man, no, this really does in some ways. I feel feels like the biggest scale conflict since Marineford.
Yeah. Oh my God.
It feels it feels like it's been a long time since we've been oh, this in and of itself on Onigashima is a whole war in and of itself.
Ain't that the truth? Trying to prevent a war. So
yeah.
He's
gonna take over the world.
Yeah, I am excited to see, or at least drive it into a complete world war. So
yeah,
that is something. That being said, we do have an SBS. Yeah, believe it. I was actually kind of surprised that we have an SBS for this one. Let's see. First up is Oda Sensei. Who would have thought there'd be a UFO in a place like this? The SBS has started. And what that holds up? Oh, that just seems to be a grade school. I got tricked again. Damn it! Oh, and because the joke is always somebody in the letters have always start the SBS instead of them. But I was like, UFO. I was like, that's why I read the whole thing. Anyway, next up is my mom is flatulent all day round. So I was wondering if she's the user of the Koki Koki no Mi. No, I think that's just showing her internal organs are all in good health. All right, next question.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
Let's see. Oda, according to my grandma, Yamato's birthday is on November 3rd. Is that so? Well, then I guess it's November 3rd. I don't know the reason behind that, but there you go.
I got nothing.
Yeah,
I was trying to think of the pun. I don't. Yamato. I got nothing.
I got nothing for that one.
That's the deep cut.
Yeah. It's just funny. It's the day before my son was born. I was like, damn it, so close.
Hey.
Next one is draw Law's face when he eats umeboshi, which is just him having a pucker face. So, okay. And finally, I'm really, really curious to see how Kid and Killer's first love, Shuratun Doru Naika, looks like. I wonder what kind of face does she have. I bet she's a real cutie.
Okay.
And
sure.
It just shows her, and it's not exactly. Just imagine the faces he puts for the what are they like in 40 years and so forth. And
yeah.
Just the quote is, "I've stained my shirt on broth."
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we had a really strong ending, and then all of a sudden we had the weirdest freaking SBS to end this off on.
That was a great set, and maybe one of the worst SBSs of all time.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh dear.
That being said, I am so excited to see more.
Dude, 15 chapters left.
Yeah.
15 chapters left.
Bring it on.
Doesn't that feel weird?
Yeah, it does. How is Oda going to celebrate 1,000? That's the big question.
I mean, I feel like it is still probably the biggest deal in the whole series, right? Like the biggest milestone, kind of like it really does feel like that was sort of when I can feel like the sort of like international marketing kind of like the groundswell of One Piece love was like, oh man, chapter 1,000. So.
Oh man, I have no idea.
Not to hype it up too much.
Of course not.
Still got 15 chapters left, so there's plenty of good stuff till then. But we are so close. I can't believe it. We are so close.
Crazy. But with that, I believe we've said all we've wanted to say about chapters 981 to 985 of One Piece. Thank you so much for listening, and you can find more of my ramblings and stream VODs over at BitNerd Games on YouTube or simply BitNerd on BlueSky. And Brandon, where can everyone find you at?
I am Brandon Bovia on BlueSky, talking about anime, manga, games, and my job. And this is it. Follow me for more. Can't wait to come back next week and for many, many more weeks. Again, no interruptions. The brakes are off. We've got new Onigashima. It's just craziness from here on out. It's good stuff.
It very much is. And actually, now that I think of it, I can actually announce something as part of this. Because it will be out. It'll be out by the time that this comes out. And unfortunately, it doesn't have anything really to do with One Piece, but it is a separate works for me that I do want to promote that you all might be interested in. I have written a book. It is it's being published by Lost in Cult. It is called A Communal History of Metroidvania Video Games, and it basically came from me just wanting to catalog. It's really hard to define Metroidvania, so I wanted to catalog them, and I was looking for publishers, and I got to talking with the people at Lost in Cult, and they sort of massaged that into a more communal history look, where it's not like going so deep, but it's sort of like looking at the experiences and the overall evolution of it. So it's not like here's every single Metroidvania in existence and talking a little bit about them. It's more, hey, this is the history of the genre itself and how it's evolved and some significant games over that time. And I'm very fortunate to be joined by a bunch of contributors giving their own unique experiences with the various Metroid games from across all of history. I think all the layouts for the book itself are looking gorgeous. It is available to pre-order right now. And I believe the pre-orders last until I want to say the end of May as of right now. I can't remember off the top of my head for this, but the pre-orders are open for quite a while. And we're basically in final production where I'm basically in the editing phase, making sure everything is as solid as it could possibly be, getting everything ready, and the book itself is getting all produced. But the basic idea is that we wanted to announce this and have it release as soon as possible within this year. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. I'll make sure to have a link in the description because we'll have, the chance to, I wrote a book. Crazy.
I think
that's
being able to say that you wrote a book, I feel like is just one of the coolest human experiences possible.
It is surreal to see my name. It's like that name does not belong there. that looks weird.
Yeah, I mean, hearing of this insane journey you've been on for the past couple years has just been seeing it finally come to fruition is so cool. It's so cool. I'm so proud.
I've been talking to you about it behind the scenes for a while now as we've worked on this. It's just the research phase took a long time to get it massaged into what it should actually look like. Took a long time, but they worked with me, and I think the fact that they have the confidence to make this an entire series, eventually, for multiple genres is really cool.
Yep. So it is super, super cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So
here on this podcast, we know a thing or two about long projects.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? But yeah, and if you'd like to help us out more, you can support the podcast specifically over at patreon.com/Derrick Bittner. That's DERRICKBITNER to listen to the next episode ad-free 3 days early, as well as patron-exclusive bonus episodes. And make sure to return next time as we discuss chapters 986 to 990 of One Piece. So until then, my friends, bye.
Remember to take life one piece at a time.
Hey, Shogun Orochi! Why don't you come down here with us, bro? There's no need for you to get your hands dirty. Let me at him and I'll gouge his friggin' eyes out!
Hell yeah! She knows what's up!